Hope everybody's having a good day. It is Saturday. Looks like it's a gorgeous day outside. I'm going to hang with you guys for an hour or two, and we are going to be making a push here to try to get past the $8,000 stretch goal. We're a little over 7K. So let's see what we can do. Hang on one second. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day, though. Bear with me a moment. Good morning, Miss Heather. Good morning, everybody. Oh, man. Well, I've got all the books labeled, ready to go to be dropped off at the post office. And other than the 10 packages in the dining room that need t-shirts, everything is ready to go. So stoked to have Cycle Sound number 9 Kickstarter out the door for everybody. But I'm going to hang out with you guys, and we are going to try to make this push to the 8K, because hey, sweetie, what's up, Mr. Brad? Because at $8,000 stretch goal on the Kickstarter, every single physical backer gets their books signed for free. You can't beat that. Most people don't do that. It's usually an add-on or something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping we can get there. I mean, we have 6 days left, and we have 6 days left, and we definitely can get there. Good morning, everybody. We just got to do a push. We just we need to get eyes on. That's one of the main issues we're having right now is the Facebook algorithm. Um, um, we're just being buried. So do me that solid, share out the Kickstarter. So we're going to do some giveaways today. I'm doing some big giveaways today. So I've got rare matching metal slabs of Hardly Thins, both nice and naughty, matching numbers, both metals. I sell these 200 a piece raw at shows. I've also got one of the, and these are artist proofs, by the way, WRs. WR Do You Poo signed. Was this a metal? I think this is a regular. So we've got those. There's only 10 of these in the world. There's only 5 of each of these in the world. We're also going to do a giveaway for one of the Cyclostyle Cowtown Comic Con number 3 foil slabs. And then, of course, I've got some regular exclusives that I'm going to do giveaways for today. My signed copies of my new Darkness number 1 I did for Image Comics. Then a couple of indie giveaways with like Nut Brigade and Crit. So that's another one. So we're going to be doing some of that. I've got some original art. Yep, 6 days left. Yeah, they don't take your money till the last day. I have the pay over time option turned on also, of course. So, like I said, guys, help us out. Um, you know, again, at 8K, we get to do everything gets signed for free. So that's pretty damn big. So if you haven't backed the Kickstarter yet, the link is in the comments. Um, oh man, let me share this out to a couple places. But let's make this final push. I've got the pay over time option turned on for you guys. So for those that may not be aware of what that is with Kickstarter, that is a um, that is the ability to, if you spend $125 or more on the Kickstarter, you can use pay over time. And what they do, they take whatever your total is and they split it into 3 payments. So when the Kickstarter ends on the last day, they take the first partial payment. Then 30 days later, they take the second payment. And then 30 days later after that, they take the third and final payment. So it's a huge benefit to you guys using it. Um, so make sure that you guys are taking advantage of that and grabbing you some goodies. Again, if like simple math, if you spend $150 on the Kickstarter, they split it into 3 payments. So $50 the day the Kickstarter ends, 30 days later, the second $50, and 30 days after that, the third $50. So it's a stupidly good tool to use, to be able to benefit from that. I'm going to assume everyone that's in here right now has backed the Kickstarter because I'm going to do some huge giveaways, but they're backers only giveaways. I'll share my screen here with you and I'll show you. Um, oh, Birdie's outside my door. What's up, Shaggy? Let me share my video. Where's the share screen? That's not it. So let me go over the Kickstarter with you real quick. And because like I've said several times, and again, I can't stress this anymore. Obviously I can keep stretching it, but stressing it. But we're at a little over 7K. We just unlocked the 7K stretch goal, so all physical backers gets the 7K stretch goal. We've already unlocked the 2K, the 4K, the 6K, and now the 7K. So damn good, a bunch of goodies for all physical backers. I want to hit the 8K. We got 2 hours. I'll be here till noon. Let's hit the 8K. I'm about to do some badass giveaways for you guys, and they're backer only giveaways. So make sure you are back in the Kickstarter. That's how you'll be eligible for these giveaways. And I'm about to give away, $400 slabs and $200 slabs and $30 signed raw exclusives and $400 unpublished cover art and $500 published cover art. So I'm about to do some hardcore serious giveaways, you guys. So I want you to go to the Kickstarter, back it, swing for the fences. The tiers for the giveaways are attached to how much you pledged on the Kickstarter. I'll have some of these giveaways that will be for you guys no matter how much you pledged, whether you did the lowest $40 tier or you went bigger. For any of you who may have grabbed the all covers bundle for the Omnibus, you'll be eligible to enter like the giveaways for the $400 rare slabs. The slabs that literally are only 5 in the world. So let's go over the Kickstarter real quick. At the moment, we're a little over 7K. We have 55 backers, 6 days to go. I've got the Omnibus. For those that may not know what this is, if you're just tuning in, Psycho-Sal is my creator-owned comic. It's a psychological horror thriller set in the 1980s in New Orleans. It is old school horror. There's no comedy, there's no levity. It's a straight up heavy read. It is definitely, pedal to the metal, type comic. We have tons of fans reading this book that are not comic fans that that are hooked on it. So this is the type of read that anybody can jump on. So it's 9 issues total, but we launched the Omnibus on Valentine's Day. So the Omnibus is an oversized book, 10.5 inches tall by 7.25 inches wide. It comes in softback, regular cover, and blood cover. It comes in hardback, regular cover, and blood cover. And it's 210 pages of Psycho Sal. If you went to my website right now and ordered Psycho Sal 1 through 9, you're going to spend $135. This omnibus, we have it on the Kickstarter, the regular softback trade dress for $40. The softback blood cover for $60. We have the hardback regular cover for $80, and we have the hardback blood cover for $100. We got great add-ons on this Kickstarter. We got the Lovers Bundle where you get all 4 books, both softbacks, both hardbacks for a great price. And like I was telling people, I can't stress it enough. When this Kickstarter ends, I will not have any of these other covers. The only thing you'll be able to get at my table or on my website when this Kickstarter is over is the softback regular trade dress, and it will be $80 a pop. It will not be $40. This is a special Kickstarter price I did so the existing fans could buy this collection, whether they bought it for themselves or they bought the entire omnibus as a gift for someone else. Like I said, we've got great add-ons. I think the original inks are still available for purchase on the Kickstarter. The pencils are already sold. You get a softback regular edition copy to go with it. Like I said, we've already unlocked 4 of the stretch goals. And at 8K, all physical backers get their books signed for free. If we can pull off 9K, every single backer gets a painted baller remark on their book. So let's definitely aim for this because it's going to be a lot of cool stuff for people. And like I said, the add-on section is great. You can add on sketch covers on the new Psycho Sal Omnibus Collector's Edition blank. That is solely for this Kickstarter. We will not have that blank outside the Kickstarter anywhere else. Yes, there is. I'm just getting to that. Thank you, Heather. So on the add-on, so when you grab your tier, when you grab whichever cover you want for the omnibus, it takes you to the add-on section. On the add-ons, you can add on a Cursed Moonlight t-shirt. For those that don't know what Cursed Moonlight is, Cursed Moonlight is my other creator-owned comic. It's a one-shot, one story. It is about 2 of my daughters versus a werewolf in the Appalachian Mountains. You can actually grab a copy of this book on the add-on section. It's cover A. This is cover B. You can also grab a copy of Rise of the Mummy. That's my other creator-owned book. That's about my other 2 daughters versus a mummy in the 1920s in Egypt. So you can grab both the books on there. Again, both one shots, so it's just that one story, but you can get both of those on there. And then again, you can add on the Cursed Moonlight t-shirt. You can also add on the Psycho Sal t-shirt with the new design. So, definitely check out the add-ons. Take advantage of the great prices I put on there for you guys. These t-shirts will not be available, outside the Kickstarter. So make sure you grab them, guys. The books, they will not be available outside of that Kickstarter. So make sure you get them. The only one, again, is the regular softback, and that damn thing will be double the price of what it is right now. What's up, Ryan? What's up, everybody? Nothing much, man. We're going to do some giveaways. I want to try to make a final push, not a final push, but I want to try to make a push to the 8K stretch goal. So help us out. Again, take advantage of the pay over time option where they split your total pledge into 3 payments. over, 60 days. They take the first payment the day the Kickstarter ends in 6 days. 30 days after that, they take the second payment. 30 days after that, they take the third. So let's do a real quick giveaway. Let's do one that's for everybody. But we are going to, so you do have to be a backer on the Kickstarter to be eligible for these. Oh, no problem, Shaggy. Did you do the tier sketch cover, or did you grab the omnibus and then do an add-on sketch cover? Because I didn't mean for the sketch cover to be on the tier, because normally you just put the books on the tier. Don't get me wrong, it still works. You can grab the sketch cover, then create a new email and grab the other book. Okay, so you grabbed the omnibus and then you did a sketch tier. So what'll happen on that, because it'll be a specialty blank. It'll be Psycho Sal #1 comic with the Psycho Sal Omnibus Collector's Edition blank written on it. So it's a specialty blank, even though the picture shows, like issue number 4 or something. It'll be a brand new blank logo. We just didn't get it finished in time to put on the Kickstarter. Yeah, the sketch tier, that's a great one, because I charge $200 to do head sketches in color, and I think it's on the Kickstarter for like $150 or $140 or something like that. But the thing I did change is you can get any character on it. So, since that whole KO thing came out with like DC Comics, and you're seeing all these different characters on these different books, I thought it would be fun. You can have, it's a headshot in color. You can have any character put on that cover you want, like a versus kind of thing, like what comic related. You can put Psycho Sal. You can choose Psycho Sal. You can choose Victor. You can choose Sarah. You can choose any character from the book to go on the cover. But you also can choose any comic related character you want as a kind of face off for Psycho Sal. So that's pretty fun. So yeah, so what'll happen is when the Kickstarter's over and we're getting ready to fulfill the orders, I'll touch base with everyone who did a sketch option tier or add-on, and I'll find out what character you want, and then we'll sketch it on there. And I'll give you guys, for anybody new here, I'll give you an example of what my head sketches in color look like. That's what they look like. So, I don't give you no half-assed, simple sketch for that sketch tier or that sketch add-on option. It's full-blown, this quality sketches. So yeah, so I'll touch base with everyone, when we get ready to fulfill the orders. What's up, Mike? And then you guys will be, I'll touch base with you and see what character you want. So let's do a giveaway real quick. A signed copy of my new Darkness #1 I did for Image Comics. What'll happen is whoever wins the giveaways today, I'll just set them aside, because we have to wait till the Kickstarter is over before I ship them. Because no offense to anybody, I don't want to do I don't want to do $400 giveaways and or even $30 giveaways and somebody cancel their order before the Kickstarter's over. So I think that's fair. So I'll just, if you win something, I'll ship it with your pledge packages when I go to ship them. If there's additional shipping because of weight or size, I'll cover the difference in the shipping. So let's do a giveaway. So everybody in here, if you've backed the Kickstarter, no matter what tier you backed it, whether it was $40 soft, the minimum or higher, you're all eligible to do this giveaway. So everybody pick a number between 1 and 50 and just pick one number. If you see somebody else pick a number that you picked, don't repick, just leave it alone. And if we tie numbers, we'll just do a roll off. But if you've backed this Kickstarter for $40 or more, here's your chance to break even or almost break even on your pledge. If you pledge $40, I sell these for $30 a pop at shows with my signature on them. So There's your $30 back of your money you've already spent. You see what I'm saying? So pick a number between 1 and 50. And like I said, I got some rare giveaways I'm going to be doing. I mean, we're going to be doing for some of you big backers. Somebody's going to win matching numbers, Hardly Thin Crow homage medals, artist proofs with my initials on the bottom. 9.8, 9.8 nice, 9.4 naughty. There's only 5 of each of these in the world. So that I sell these suckers for $200 a pop raw. Yellow label signed. You know, you can tack on another $50 each. So there's your $500 for those. Damn, we got like 10 people in here. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people are picking numbers. Come on, guys. If you're in here, go back to Kickstarter. Here's your chance to win. I mean, yeah, those they've been sold out for years. That's coming out of my personal collection. So those are, and when I tell you, you know, they're rare, I mean, I can't stress that enough. They never get reprinted. But I've also got another artist proof I'm going to do for you guys. A Do You Poo GeekCon exclusive. Smokey and the Pooh, yellow label signed by me. This is an artist proof also, WR. So there's only 10 of these in the world. This is a regular cover, not a metal, but there's only 10 of those in the world. That's $150 slab by itself. I mean, at this point, with the rarity of Do You Poos, that's probably a $200 slab. So yeah, you guys pick a number. All right. Is that it? I wish I could see who all's in here. Nicholas, what's up? Nicholas, if you've already backed the Kickstarter for the Psycho-Sal Omnibus, I need you to pick a number between 1 and 50. I'm giving away a signed copy of my Darkness #1 exclusive. But another rarity we're going to do for you guys, there's only 20 of these in the world, and they are long sold out. 9.8 Psycho-Sal #3 Cowtown Comic-Con exclusive metal. Or excuse me, foil. This one's the foil. There's only 20 of these in the world. What's up, Mr. George? George, if you back the new Kickstarter, the Psycho-Sal Omnibus Collector's Edition, pick a number between 1 and 50. I'm giving away a signed copy of my Darkness #1 exclusive for Image Comics. And I'm going to be giving away some $200 slabs, some $400 slabs, and some original art to the people that have backed the Kickstarter that's at. Now, I'm referring to the Kickstarter that's active right now, the Psycho-Sal Collector's Edition Omnibus. So if you haven't backed it, guys, jump over there right now and back it. I want to make a hard push to the $8,000 stretch goal. We're a little over 7K right now. Use the pay over time option to buy you some goodies. So let's do this. So I'm going to do some giveaways. Some of the giveaways will be kind of attached to what you backed on the Kickstarter. So like the $200 giveaways, if you backed my Kickstarter for $200 more, you're eligible for one of those giveaways. If you backed it for $400 or more, you're eligible for the matching numbers, Hardly Thin Crow medals that are limited to 5 in the world. So yeah, we're about to piss off some people because this pisses people off. As funny as that is, this makes other people aggravated that we do these types of giveaways. Okay, so I guess, is that it for the number pickers? I'm trying to allow for a delay. That's why I'm kind of stalling a little bit. Sometimes we have like a 30, 40 second delay. Is there anybody else that backed the Kickstarter already? And like I said, you know, if you already own Psycho-Sal 1 through 9, this is a great collector's edition for you. 210 pages in this omnibus. So the entire storyline for Psycho-Sal 1 through 9. It makes for a great gift at the $40 price range. Sorry. All right, Heather, if you've already backed the new Kickstarter, Heather, pick a number between 1 and 50, or did you already? Yeah, you haven't. So pick a number between 1 and 50. If you back the Kickstarter, no matter what tier you backed it at, if it's the $40 minimum or more, pick a number between 1 and 50. Like I said, I'm trying to allow for the delay. I know usually Facebook has like a 30-second delay, and I don't want nobody to miss. And if you are talking and I'm not seeing your comments, you're probably getting hit with spam. So, change up your comments, put a number or something behind what you're saying, or a letter, because if I'm not acknowledging you, and I'm not ignoring you, because the only people I see right now are Heather, George, Nicholas, Cameron, Brad, Shaggy, Mike, Michael Gardner, Ryan Boom. That's the only people I'm seeing. So if you're here and you're talking and I'm not seeing your comments, I'm not ignoring you. I don't see them. Okay. All right. So, okay. I think that's everybody. All right. I picked number 18. Number 18. Let's see who got closest. Might be Cameron at 22. Oh, 22. Ryan's at 12. I think it's going to be Cameron. Unless there's somebody's number I'm not seeing. Yeah, I think that's Cameron. So there you go, Cameron. $30 exclusive. So that'll ship out with the Omnibus. Congrats, good sir. All right. So who all here? So I want to figure out the next giveaway. And I'm not trying to shame anybody or anything like that. You back this Kickstarter whatever you can and what you're comfortable with. But I do want to reward everybody for the different tiers. Has anyone here grabbed the all cover bundle? That's like what's the all cover? So the all cover bundles, you get the regular softback, the blood softback, you get the regular hardback and the blood hardback for $250 damn dollars. Who's done that? It'll probably ship separate, Ryan. Oh wait, did that already ship? I'm almost positive that's already shipped, Ryan. Let me hang on one second. Bear with me one second, guys. Let me double check this real quick, because everything that was bought off, because you bought that particular piece, you bought off the website with the sale event, if I remember correctly. If so, those have already shipped. All right, I've got one for you that's in transit. Yeah, it's in transit, Ryan. According to the tracking, it's supposed to be there Monday, March the 2nd. So there you go. No, these will go. So everything that I'm giving away today will not ship until the Cyclostyle Omnibus Kickstarter is over and we're fulfilling that order. So these will sit until the Omnibus comes in. All giveaways will not ship out until we're shipping the Omnibus. Yeah, you're gonna do Cursed Moonlight and Rise of the Mummy. You're gonna like. Now those books are fully written and scripted by me. Like I mentioned, each one of them's about two of my daughters. I've got four girls. And the interior artwork is incredible. Arturo did the interior art for me, and it's in black and white because I'm a big fan of classic horror. So that's one of the pages from Inside Cursed Moonlight. Here's one of the interior pages from Rise of the Mummy. Yes, you're going to like that. Definitely take advantage. Oh, there you go, Ryan. Okay, so back to my question. Who here has grabbed the all cover bundle off the omnibus? Because I want to do one of these slab giveaways. Um, who's done it? Because here's the thing, you need to be using the pay over time. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll do it this way. We'll make it simple. Who here has done, we'll do it this way. We'll open it up to a broad spec for a chance to win a $200 slab. Who here has pledged $300 or more on the Kickstarter? Doesn't matter what you got. Doesn't matter if your total pledge is $300 or more. Chime in on the comments real quick. And again, this is, I'm not doing this to, to shame anybody who's done less. I promise you, I'm happy with no matter how you back the Kickstarter. It's just I want to do some giveaways that are, targeted towards the bigger pledges, and then some that are towards the regular stuff. So I want to try to make it, I want to give back to everybody, no matter what tier they're back in the Kickstarter. And don't worry, I've got one of these big ones I'm going to do for everybody. So I haven't forgotten about you. I've got a $400 piece of original art. Now it's unpublished art. Could it get published in the future? Sure. But I do have an unpublished piece of art that is badass that I'm going to give away. And every single person that backed the Kickstarter, no matter whether you did it at $40 or you did it at $1,000, you're going to be eligible to win that. So we got Brad at 300 plus. Awesome, Brad. Thank you. Cameron at 5 plus. Thank you. Yeah, you got to use, man, you guys have to use that pay over time and do bigger pledges. I mean, not everybody uses the pledge over time, and that thing is handy as hell. So thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you. I mean, again, thank you to everybody. So let's, is that it? And the sad thing is there's a lot of people that are not here that I know have pledged more. God, where is everybody? Let me see. You know what? Let me send an email out on the actual Kickstarter, because I want people that's already backed it to be in here, because this is a backers only event. You can't win anything unless you've backed the Kickstarter. Let me see if I can share the link to the video in the in the actual Kickstarter. I'll send out an update. Maybe we can get some more people to come hang out. Bear with me a second, because I'd like to have. Maybe it'll let me share it. I don't know. Uh-oh, what did it say? Oh, did it go through? Y'all let me know if that came through. Oh yeah, I mean, you got to use it, man. That thing is so handy. Yeah, it is. Let me see. Did that email go out? Yeah, you got to use it, man. It's just too damn useful. Um, okay, yeah, it looked like, yep. Okay, good. That worked. So maybe we'll get some more people because I really want the people that have backed the dang Kickstarter to benefit from the giveaway. You know, Cameron, do me a favor. That video should be linked to the two groups. Add a everyone tag to the video, please. The video post. So let's do a giveaway. Okay, this one's going to be for everyone who has spent $300 or more. Let's do a $200 giveaway, and since it's Psycho Sal, we'll do this one as a Psycho Sal related. So there you go. 9.8 Psycho Sal Cowtown Comic Con exclusive foil, limited to only 20 in the world. And I think this is only one, and this is the Virgin. And I think there's only 3 of these that were slabbed. So if you back the Kickstarter, and here's your opportunity, if you haven't backed it by 300 and you want to use the pay over time, because here's the thing, if you back it at 300, they split it into 3 payments if you click the pay over time option. So they take 100 on the end day, the day the Kickstarter ends, then 30 days later they take the second 100, then 30 days later they take the third 100. You see what I'm saying? So here's your chance. If you're wanting to go look at the Kickstarter, add the all covers, switch to the all covers tier, or add some of the stuff from the add-ons. Here's your chance to go do it, and you can win a $200 slab. And that's not a bad trade out. Yeah, I'm sure there'll definitely be some folks at MegaCon that know me. So let's see. So is anybody need to go up there? Now keep in mind these giveaways don't ship till the Kickstarter ends, and all the funds are collected. So please don't go up your thing if you're going to drop it, later. I'm just being blunt. Uh, just if you're comfortable where you're at, stay where you're at. It's okay. I just want to give you a chance if you're close to 300, because I think some of you are in the 200 range, $250 range when I was looking at it earlier. Some of you are real close to spending 300, and here's your chance to win a $200 slab. Yeah, that show, it's a great show. It's definitely a great show. Um, and also don't forget, guys, usually when I'm at MegaCon Orlando, I usually have an extra badge. Because usually I'm at that show by myself. So I usually have a extra artist badge, 4-day pass. But yeah, you'd have to get yourself there, and you would have to pay for your own hotel or whatever. But a lot of these shows, I get an extra badge at every show I do, and a lot of these shows I do by myself. I've had some people that buy my extra badge for a cheaper rate. I've given it away to some people. So, it just kind of all depends. Badge you. uh, but yeah, that's a good show. Like if you live far away, MegaCon Orlando is a damn good show to go do. Fan Expo Denver and Dallas is a good one. New York, of course. Okay, so are you guys ready for so everybody who spent $300 or more, pick a number between 1 and 60. Everybody pick a number between 1 and 60 if you've spent $300 or more on the Kickstarter. If you need a moment to go tweak your Kickstarter, say something in the chat, but you don't have to. It's okay. I've got some other giveaways I'm going to be doing that's everybody related, including one of the slabs. Yeah, Fan Expo Dallas is a good one. So if you spent $300 or more, pick a number between 1 and 60. Oh, sorry. Here's you a chance to win the majority of your backing money back with stupidly good odds. Oh man. Where'd everybody go? There was like 3 or 4 of you guys just a few minutes ago. Oh, there we go. Okay. I guess it's the delay on Facebook. There we go. Now you're popping off. Oh yeah, it's definitely hard to travel to shows. Yeah, I've done C2E2 a couple times. Actually, I did C2E2 last year. Yeah, I did it last year. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, C2E2, you know, it's not a bad show or anything like that. You know, it's more along the lines of, I'm trying to think of another show I can kind of like it's a big show. C2E2 C2E2 is a big show. It's got a good variety of stuff. It's got a great variety of artists and creators. Like it's a one giant building, you know, and I think it's all on one floor if I remember correctly. And I love the way it's set up because you have all the vendor stuff like over on this side, down the front, and then like halfway towards the back is over on the one side is all your artist alley and you know, stuff like that. So that's pretty you know, that's I like the way that layout is. I definitely like the way that layout is because it's one of those things um, where you can have a lot of fun with it, and you know, you don't have to worry about not finding something. Um, you know, it's one of those things where you come in, you go up the stairs, and you're going to get a solid variety of things to look at, and that's one of the things that makes it, I think, a little bit more unique than some of the other shows. If I'm trying to think of another show that would kind of give you guys an idea that you may have been to, but do I think it's, you know, necessarily the, like if I lived a long ways from it, would I choose to go to C2E2 over a different show that I live kind of just as far from and I had to pay for travel? No, I personally can think of other shows I would go to first. Yeah, I haven't been to WonderCon yet, so I couldn't really compare it to that. So, but it's not a bad show. It's are we done? 3 people? Damn, y'all got good odds on this one. And what the hell? Everybody's in the damn. Can you read that? So 36 is what I picked. So we got 41, 35, 34. Like every damn one of you's in the damn 30s range. So there you go, Mr. Brad Barnett. You just won a $200 slab. Brad. There you go, brother. You just won a $200 Psycho Sal Cowtown Comic-Con foil exclusive, limited to only 20 in the world. So there you go. So Here's what I would choose. All right, let's just talk about shows that are, let's talk about shows that are um, more than driving distance. Okay. More than 6 hours. So shows I personally have done that. So what I'm going to suggest are shows I've been to that I believe have a great variety of guests and a great variety of vendors, that has a huge footprint. So you'll get your money's worth. So what I'm going to suggest are 3 day to 4 day shows that are farther than 6 hours from where you might live. Um, you know, New York, hands down. Hands down. Stay in New Jersey, take a damn Uber down to the ferry, take the ferry across to Manhattan, where the ferry drops you out. The damn con building's right there. New York, hands down. That is 1000% worth that trip. Um, Fan Expo, Denver's a great one. Fan Expo Dallas is a great one if you're a good distance from those shows. Um, MegaCon Orlando for damn sure. I'm trying to think. Bell County, that is a very good show. That's in I think Belton, Texas. Um, that's a 2 day show, I believe. But I'm mentioning it because it's a good show. Lots of variety there, vendors and artists and creators. So there's your good 2 day show that I think is worth going to. Bell County. So back to the 3 day, 4 day shows. Big Texas, Big Texas Comic Con is a great one. Um, let's see. Let me look at my thing real quick and see where's my saved stuff. Um, let me look at my list here. Come on, Facebook. What the hell? Did Facebook just crash or did my internet just crash? Can you guys still see me? Because for some reason Facebook is not loading. Is Facebook being weird for anybody else? Yeah, for some reason I can't get Facebook to load. Okay, anyway, so yeah, for some reason I can't get Facebook to load. Okay, I guess that billion-dollar company crashed. Um, so yeah, so the main ones, I would now if you're the one I haven't done yet that everybody brags about because it's all mostly comic artists and stuff is now I'm gonna have a brain fart. The damn one that's in Jesus. Yeah, of course I'm gonna have a brain fart now. The one that's like in the Carolinas. Everybody brags about that one. Jesus, I'm sorry, I'm tired. My brain is just not working. But yeah, the main ones, the main 3 to 4 day shows I would suggest you go into to get the most bang for your buck is oh, gotcha. Yeah, no problem, Brad. Did I miss your claim, Brad? Did you claim one of the Shit, did I miss your claim on the Harley that last medal? And you're very welcome for the slab, man. Congrats. Um, shit, I don't remember. You guys have got to forgive me. I've been going on little to no sleep all week. I've been up at 4:30 a.m. every morning. I've been packing Psycho Sal. Yeah, Heroes Con. Thank you. I've been packing Psycho Sal Kickstarter #9 Kickstarter stuff since Tuesday. Um, so but yeah, Brad was was telling me thank you for the slab. Um, did I miss that? Did I already talk to you about the Harley? Because I only have 3 of those Harley Quinn that last medals left if somebody wants one. Just a heads up on that. There's only a 20 print run. So food for thought on that. If you want one, you better go claim that damn thing. Wow, Facebook is being slow. Holy crap. The hell is going on with Facebook? Yeah, Heroes Con. Okay, awesome, Brad. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me, man. Some of this stuff runs together, and I always try to jot down in my notebook anytime somebody claims something. Um, I got you. Wow, that sucker's being like, yeah, Facebook is being slow. Um, Oh yeah, never mind. I see the thing because that's right. That's right. You were the one I'm shipping the metal with your omnibus order. So never mind. You're good, Brad. Sorry about that. So you're in my notebook in there. You were the person that I'm shipping it with your omnibus stuff. Gotcha. Um, yeah. So if you guys want one of those medals, you guys better jump over there and grab it. Um, but yeah, congrats on the slab. Um, So yeah, so the ones that I think if you live far away, the main ones I would suggest where I think you'll get the most bang for your buck out of going to where you'll see the best variety of vendors, you'll see the best variety of artists and creators, both amateurs and pros alike. MegaCon Orlando for damn sure, and New York for damn sure. Um, if you're wanting to go to a con where you're wanting to buy original art, uh, Heroes Con is a great one for that. Um, Fan Expo Dallas is a good one to do. Fan Expo Denver is a good one. But yeah, I mean, and there's others. That's just the main ones I can think of offhand. If I had to narrow it down, like if you were let's say you're in a situation where you can only go to maybe one Comic Con every few years, um, and you wanted the most bang for your buck, New York or MegaCon Orlando, in my opinion, hands down. Because I mean, New York is just, I mean, that's just New York, you know. I mean, not only are you getting to enjoy the con for 4 days, the con's right there on Manhattan. So you literally can walk out of the con and there's tons of great food places. There's tons of other stuff. I mean, Central Park is just a short subway ride away. There's a lot of sightseeing stuff that's in walking distance of the con, including Times Square, including some of the museums and the cathedral churches and things like that. So when you leave the con, you get to go walk around. Now you do need to be safe. You do need to be smart. You do need to be paying attention to what's going on around you. For the most part, it's pretty cool. And then of course in MegaCon Orlando, you have Universal Night where you get to go down and get into or I think it's Universal Night. It's something Disney related, or it may be Universal. I can't remember. I think it's Disney related. But anyway, you get to go down to the park and you get in for I think a discounted price or something. And during those hours, I think the park is only open to MegaCon Orlando attendees, something like that. Um, Yeah, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I mean, you're right there in Orlando. Again, tons of great food places, tons of stuff to go see and do. You know, whether it's Disneyland or the Universal parks or whatever it is. You know, your con's over, go do that. So I think those two. And again, I'm sure there's others. It's just, you know, out of the shows I've done, if I had to pick, those would be the two I would turn into a mini vacation to go do. Um, but yeah, for sure on that. Um, I guess my neighbor's moving shit around. Let's do another giveaway. This one, let me see what I got over here. Um, you know what? Let's give away one of the unpublished cover art pieces. Now, is there a chance this could still get published? Yes, that is always a chance. Let's give away. Let's see. This one right here is sold. You know what? Since the movie's about to come out, let's give away the original. Let's give away the original pencils. Sadly, this was for a book called Scarlet that that this cover never saw the light of day. $400 cover, but it's an homage to Silent Hill. So since that video game's coming out, this is a female version of the character Pyramid Head. Like I said, this is a $400 piece. If it's published, I sell it for 400. Unpublished, I sell them for like 250. So here's you a good little thing, and this one will be for everybody. Do me a favor, if you just, you know, obviously, you know, what was I going? I'm sorry, I'm tired. So yeah, this one will be for everybody. So if you've backed, got you. Okay, all right, thanks, Mike. San Diego Comic-Con, I haven't done, so I can't give any opinion on that really. Now, do I think it might be worth doing as a vacation spot trip too? Yes, of course. I just, you know, San Diego, San Diego. You know, that's one of those things that I think if you're able to go to it as a fan, you know, it's more of a pop culture con now instead of a Comic Con. Do I think it's worth doing? Oh yeah, for sure. I've not done it yet, so I couldn't really give you my opinion on it other than it's San Diego. You know, that's the, you know, what's up, Mr. Jim? That's the biggest, you know, that's the biggest Comic Con in the country. Now, well, the biggest con in the country. It's a pop culture con is what it really is. It hasn't been a Comic Con in decades. So um, so that one is definitely one you should consider. That New York MegaCon kind of scenario. I think that's the three largest cons in the country, I believe, in that order. San Diego, New York, MegaCon. I believe that's the three largest. What's up, Jim? But yeah, so let's do another giveaway. So this is for everybody. If you back the Kickstarter, doesn't matter whether it was a $40 soft back or up to $1,000. We're going to give away the unused cover art, 11 by 17 pencils, to the Scarlet cover with the female pyramid head from Silent Hill. So everybody pick a number. Let's do a big number gap on this one. Everybody pick a number. Who the hell's calling from Jackson? I don't know who that is. Everybody pick a number between 1 and 100. Like I said, just pick one number. If somebody else picks the same number as you, it's okay. If we pull that number, we'll do a roll off. So everybody pick a number between 1 and 100, and you get a chance to win an original piece of cover art. Yeah, I don't know who that person was. Do. Got about an hour left, and then I got to get off here. Man, where is everybody? It's a freaking Saturday. Damn, y'all are into these 50s. What was I about to do? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know who that phone number is. I'm sure it's damn spam. If it's important, they'll leave a voicemail, you know. Yeah, it's you know, it's one of those things, you know, where it depends, you know, it's what you're trying to accomplish with going to a show. You know, are you just going to show to see artists? Or are you going to show to see a mixture of artists and vendors? You know, because there's some cons that are very artist heavy, and then some cons that it's just kind of 50-50. And there's some, you know, cons that are a little bit more vendors than they are artists. Again, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Is that it? There's like 10 people in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, well, I guess we're only missing like one person that hasn't picked a number. Okay, so wow, everybody went like mid-level for the. I picked 91. 91 is what I picked. So yeah, you should be able to see that. 91. So who got closest to 91? I see a 74. I see a 74. Oh shit, I think it might be you, Mr. Ryan Boone. I think you are the highest with 77. Well, there you go, bud. Little $400 piece of cover art. So there you go, bud. Congrats. Let's see where we're at right now. Let's look at the Kickstarter because I want to hit 8K, guys. Let's hit 8K and get another freebie. Oh shit, we're not that far. We're not that far. Where are we at right now? We are at 7364. We are not that far from the $8,000 stretch goal. So at $8,000, everyone, all physical backers, gets their book signed for free. So that's a $10 savings per book. So just saying. Let's get it up, guys. Oh, is it? That's your first? Well, that's one hell of a damn first giveaway win. You know, like I said, that cover hasn't went to publication yet. I don't know if it will, you know, or not. But that's still a cool win. I mean, it is published art. I mean, it is cover art. It just falls into the unpublished bracket, but it could always get published. And of course, if it does, we'll let people know. But oh man. All right. Like I said, I've almost, or not almost, I'm sorry. I've got all the Cycle Sound #9 books labeled and packaged. The last bit will go to the post office in a little bit. I just got to drop them off. And Cycle Sound #9 Kickstarter is done. Like I said, I think I have 10 packages in there that won't go out till next week because I'm waiting on the Cycle Sound t-shirts. But yeah, Cycle Sound #9 Kickstarter is a wrap. And I can't thank you guys enough, man. That book has blown up. Like I said, we don't have, we don't have access to influencers to pump our stuff up. We don't have access to the FOC, so our book is in front of comic shops to order. And Psycho Sal #1 is already about to pass 10,000 printed and sold. And that's all because of you guys buying the book at my table at shows or off my website. That's it. That's the only place you can get my book, is at my table at shows. That's it. I mean, the website, we just did the website, 2024, I think, is when we launched the website. Yeah. And, so that's it. And we're already passing 10,000. I mean, that's huge. I mean, Psycho Sal's only been out for 3 years, so that's pretty damn big. Oh, but that's all because of you guys. So I haven't checked the numbers on Cursed Moonlight yet. I know I've had to order restock orders, but I really hadn't kept up with it. I would say on Cursed Moonlight that came out this year. No, Cursed Moonlight came out the end of last year, right? Because Rise of the Mummy came out this year. Wait a minute, did Cursed Moonlight come out this year? Hang on one second. What's the date? Oh, of course, I can't read the damn date on there. Damn it. Oh, well, I guess I could just look at the damn Kickstarter. Let's see when Cursed Moonlight launched. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, this year and I've already done oh wait, no. It was updated. When did this launch? Does it not tell you? Well, let me see if I can see it on the dashboard. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, this was May of last year. Okay. I was about to say, I was pretty sure it was last year. So yeah, so I've already done like 3 restock orders of that book alone. So it's been out since May, and that book is already at 250 printed and sold. So that's pretty damn good. What's 56? Cameron, what's 56? What's that? So yeah, so we had the Kickstarter order, then I've done at least 2 restock orders since then. So yeah, it's got to be somewhere around 200, 250 books printed and sold. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, that would be badass and I'd be completely blown away. But yeah, if somebody wanted a Psycho Sal design as a tattoo, yeah, we could definitely do one. Yeah, I've got to do the Psycho Sal art book at some point too. We just got so much going on, man. God, we got so much going on. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I was like, what the hell was that? But yeah, it's ooh, I was sitting here looking at Cursed Moonlight. Dude, we had about 600, almost $700 worth of cancellations on that damn Kickstarter. I wish people wouldn't do that. You know, just stay true to your pledge, man. Um, let's see. I'm trying to figure. I want to do another giveaway for you guys, but I'm trying to figure out what we should do. Um, yeah, wow. Facebook is still kind of, or at least it's weird on my end. Okay, it looks like it's okay now. Wow, weird. Um, let's see. And do me a favor, guys, because you're getting your Psycho Sound #9 books right now. Make sure you guys don't spoil anything, please. Please, whether you loved the book, hated the book, whether you were shocked or upset, no matter what the case, please do not post your reactions, any specific comments or anything online. Because some of you guys are already getting your books, other people are getting their books, over the next day or two. Please do not spoil that damn book for anybody. I'm going to be straight blunt with you. If I catch somebody spoiling Psycho Sal ending for anybody within a reasonable time frame, I will block you. I'm not shitting you. I will block you. Please don't do it. You can share that you loved it. You can share if you hated it. You can share your shock thought, opinion or whatever, but please don't drop any details. I wish people would quit doing that shit when it comes to comics or movies. Now, don't get me wrong. After a 2-week window, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. But whether it's movies or whatever it is, I think people should be giving people a 2-week window for a chance for them to go see a movie or the chance for them to read a book without it being spoiled. So please don't spoil issue #9 for anybody. That will piss me off royally. So far, I do have to give you guys credit. So far, I've not seen anyone do that because we almost every issue has some kind of twist to it, but especially like issue #7, had a big twist, and then issue #9, and I don't think anybody spoiled issue #7 for anybody, so I appreciate that. I think it was issue #7. So always be mindful of that. Yeah, you don't need to drop details about movies or any damn thing online. Especially in the first week or two of that item being out. I mean, to be honest with you, you don't need to drop any of it. I don't know why I still see that shit. You do not need to drop spoilers at all. You can talk about a movie whether you hated it, loved it, what you thought of the overall thing. You can talk about any of that without spoiling the details for people. Uh, oh, I don't know. I haven't watched Lost. So, what was the ending of Lost? Wasn't it a dream or some shit? Or am I thinking about something else? Why do I? Yeah, what was the and I'm not worried about spoilers because I'm not going to go watch it. But also, that movie's been out so damn long. If somebody was going to watch it, they damn sure should have watched it by now. What was the ending of Lost? I thought it was. It seemed like I remember somebody telling me it was a dream. I gotta wait for the omnibus comes out to see what happened after 6. Oh shit, Mike. Well, you grabbed a great item to catch up on, all the other books. I mean, the most important thing, here's the most important thing. A lot of people didn't realize this. Psycho Sal's first appearance is in issue #2. His first full body appearance is in issue #2, the last page. So at least you got the most important book. Issue #1's an important issue for sure in comic form, but issue #2 is the most important because a lot of people may not know this. I got to sit down, and I haven't been able to do it yet because I've been so busy, but I am going to be sitting down here at some point with someone about creating like a 3-minute fan film. This guy makes fan films and it's very good. So we're going to be talking to him soon about making a 3-minute fan film that we can put on YouTube. Because now that Psycho Sal's done that storyline with issue 1 through 9, now we can start really pushing that out as a TV movie type, promotional subject matter. So I'm going to be sitting with a person that does like high quality, like 3-minute, fan films for YouTube and stuff like that about doing one for Psycho Sal. Then we're also going to be sitting down with someone here soon to take the entire 9 issues of Psycho Sal and convert it into a screenplay that we can actually start submitting to Hulu and HBO and Netflix and Prime and all of these platforms. So we're about to try to push this book big, because we already see these companies are grabbing indie books, and some of the stuff they're grabbing, the books aren't that good. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to throw shade on anybody, but there's some of the stuff that's getting picked for TV movie treatment, they're not that good. So they're kind of clamoring for anything that might get this reaction from fans. So yeah. And the other thing a lot of you may not know is we're also working on the Psycho Sal statue. This thing is like 24 inches tall. This is a 1/4 scale big boy statue. And it's not just him. He stands on like a 2-inch thick base that looks like the corner top of a building overlooking, the city. But yeah, so we're working on this right now too, about creating the Psycho Sal statue. So we got some big boy stuff planned. If everything goes good with that, we might look at, oh, dude, the statue is going to be ridiculous. And we'll have it in 2 versions whenever we get to that point. There's the standard gray version that looks like an actual statue, like you would see in a city. And then the other one's a fully painted version. So yeah, so we're going to be doing that here soon too. So, now don't get me wrong. Now it's not cheap. I mean, you're talking about a 1/4 scale statue. You're talking about a statue that's 24, 25 inches tall that weighs, freaking 25 pounds, give or take. So, and then, like I said, high quality, high detail. So we're looking at that too. So, so that one's going to be a bit slow because you're trying to deal with, because the first thing we have to do is deal with a 3D printer and finish out the sculpt and with the 3D artist, and then put it into 3D print it out in 3D, and then take that 3D print and put it together, prep it, create a mold with it to pour the actual material you use for statues. So it's going to be a bit of a long process. Now, somebody told me what I should do is what Sideshow and XM and all these other companies do with the big boy statues, the 1/3 scale, the 1/4 scales. So what they do is they do pre-sales on the statues. So once they have a prototype done that's fully painted, that they can take pictures of and everything, or they have the sculpt done where they can show you what the sculpt is going to look like colored. So whether they have the 3D prototype or the 3D image prototype, or they actually create a single copy as a prototype, regardless which way they do it, they'll do a pre-sale, and then once the pre-sale ends, let's say if you sold 20 copies, then that's the print run for that statue. So like case in point, this statue right here that's in this box, that is Batman versus the Bat Who Laughs, and that's number 9 out of only 30 in the world. See what I mean? So they pre-sold this, and then 30 people bought the statue and paid for it. And then they showed you the prototype, they showed you what it was going to look like. Then 30 people bought that version. I think there was another 2 versions of that statue. I don't know the print runs for those, but this one was a 30 print run, and those are hand painted. So all these statues behind me, these big boy statues and everything, all this, they're all hand painted. So they pre-sell it, collect the money, take the whatever the print run is, send it into manufacturing, have them have them made, and then hand paint them, and then they ship them out. Now, somebody said that would be the smarter way to do it, and because that gives you the money to cover the production, because again, it's not really that cheap. I mean, hell, you'll pay somebody just to do the 3D design. That'll cost you anywhere between $500 to $800 just to get somebody to create the 3D design. Then you got to pay somebody to 3D print it so you can make the mold of that to pour the molds for the final product. So it's expensive to create statues, especially when you're doing it that way, in that size. Because you could do some of this PVC shit for these little bitty 6-inch, 8-inch statues, but we don't want to do that. We want big boy statues of this character. So we will do that at some point. I just got to figure out if I want to just do it and then sell them, or if I want to do the pre-sale, because these take a year and a half. So when I bought this statue and I was part of the 30 people that bought it, this is a year and a half ago, so it took me a year and a half to get it. So production, then shipping for a month and a half shipping coming from overseas. But it took over a year, almost a year and a half for it just to be created. So that's kind of the time frame that's going to happen with Psycho Sal, because we're doing everything the same way they do it. So I don't know. I mean, to give you guys an idea of what the price range would be, for a 1/4 scale statue with the platform he stands on, fully painted, it would probably run about 700, and then another probably $250 to ship it. I'm kind of figuring what it is on this Batman statue. Now, we could probably get the price down a little. Like I said, I don't know the exact price. I'm just kind of basing it on other statues I've seen custom companies do of non-licensed characters, like non-mainstream, so not Batman, not Spider-Man, just other characters from indie stuff or stuff like that, or small company IPs. Nothing that has these major fan bases like Batman or Spider-Man. And their statues, they usually sell them in that like $500 to $700 range. And again, but that's because of the size, because of the weight. Then they're all hand painted, etc. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to get them as low as I can, because I'm one of those people. If I can make back what it costs me to produce it, you guys know damn well I'll do that. The majority of books on Psycho Sal, all I'm doing is breaking even on what it costs me to make those books. When it comes to the $15 books, I'm breaking even. When it comes to the $20 covers, I'm making $5. Where I make my money on Kickstarters really is the foils and the metals and the one-of-ones and all the rare stuff. No, I'm going to do my damnedest I'm going to try my damnedest to keep it away from a K. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what some of these statues run. I'm hoping. So we technically have 2 ways it can be done. One is 3D print the prototype, create a mold, and then pour the actual material that they use for these types of statues you're looking. That's one way. That's the one that's going to be the more pricey. The other is 3D print every single one to order. Like I go buy a 3D printer and I 3D print. And don't get me wrong, 3D prints are gorgeous. I mean, absolute gorgeous. I mean, here's your one right here to show. And I know you're not going to be able to see all the detail, but this thing in person is absolutely ridiculous. That's 3D printed. And for some of you guys, you may remember a few years ago, we sold a 3D printed statue of one of my Batman Bat Who Laughs split pieces. So we pre-sold these, and that thing's about, I don't know what, 8 inches tall, maybe 5 inches wide, pre-primed, pre-sanded, pre-primed, so it's ready to paint, or you can leave it like this that looks like a statue. We pre-sold these for $125 a piece plus shipping, and they sold out. We created 25 of them, I believe, and all 25 sold out within the first few days. And that's my design. That's my Batman Bat Who Laughs. It was based off the metal. We did a 3D print of it, and we sold. We did 25, and we sold out every single one of them at $125 a pop. Now, didn't really make any profit on that, but again, you guys have seen me plenty of times. You know, the money part's not really that big a deal to me. It's about getting product out and letting people enjoy it, and then making money overall. You know what I mean? You guys have dealt with me long enough. You know I don't nickel and dime. Because I mean, even on Psycho Sal, I could bump my cheapest books on there. You know, I have 7 to 8 guest artists on every Kickstarter, and I usually put their books at $10 and $15. I could put those books at $20 a pop and my books at $30 a pop, and you guys will still support those Kickstarters. But I try to keep them as reasonable as I can to fit everyone's income level. That way everybody can back it. Yeah, that's true too, but I really don't want to get into that because you end up with a lot of people printing your IP and then selling it. If they worked out a contract, that's fine. Or, even if they did a low print run, it's still promoting my character. I wouldn't really have a problem with that. So like if somebody took the STL and they printed 10 and sold them, I wouldn't give a shit because it's promoting my character, but that's not what happens. So you do have to be super careful, because like even when I did the Batman, that's not my IP. So we only did 25 and we'll never print that again. When I do my prints on my print wall, even though I drew those characters, those are still other people's IPs. That's why I do limited prints of my prints. And then once they sell out, I don't print that image again. So I try to be respectful to who owns those. That's why I don't put any of my designs on t-shirts. You never say. I have had people beg me like crazy, to put that image. And I'm sorry, it's dark. It looks much better in person. I've had so many people beg me to put that design on a damn t-shirt, and I won't, because I think it's disrespectful to be printing 500, 1,000 damn t-shirts. That's why people that do like tumblers, sorry to anybody that does tumblers, that's why they irritate the shit out of me, because they'll slap Batman on a tumbler and they'll print 2,000, 5,000 of those damn things as long as it's selling. I don't think that's right. And don't get me wrong, other artists, they'll do one print and they'll sell that damn print till the cows come home. All of my prints, for those that may not know, when you see my print wall behind me at a show, every single one of those prints are limited to 300. Once I go through the 300, I don't print that print anymore. I have to draw a new design of that character, which is why you saw recently, I just did a new Batman design. That's a 300 print run. I just did a new Ghost Rider design. That's 300. I just did a new Harley, so I got rid of the other Harley Quinn design. So we've got this one, and it's 300. So now most people don't do that, and most of these companies probably wouldn't give a shit. Until you get into the t-shirt world, the Tumblr world, or anything like that, where you're printing thousands of something, that's when you're going to get a cease and desist from these companies. Yeah, that's exactly true, Brad. And that's why, once you put your STL out there, you're already opened the door. Now, are you a little safer with creator-owned IPs for indie than you are mainstream IPs? Sure. You're not really going to see a lot of people slapping Psycho Sal on t-shirts until it hits a movie or it hits a TV show. Now, once that happens, the gates will open up and you'll have to pay attention because that's when you'll see people trying to slap your IP on t-shirts and shit. And like I said, if somebody uses Psycho, like I've got artists that have done, I've got tons of artists that have worked on Psycho Sal, done covers for me. If they want to create a Psycho Sal blank, I'm sorry, not blank, a print to put on their wall, more power to them. I don't have an issue with it. It's still promoting my character. When people ask them, hey, who's that? Oh, that's Psycho Sal. I did a cover for that IP, and that's the character from that book. That's publicity, that's exposure. I don't really have a problem with that. What do you mean? What do you mean fake metal covers for current books? How did they make a fake metal? I guess it's not that hard. All you do is order metals the size of a cover, pull the sticky shit off the back and stick it on a book. No, give me more details. Who was it and what happened? Let's do another giveaway though, real quick. Let's give away another Darkness #1 signed exclusive for Image Comics that I did the cover for. If you backed Psycho Sal Collector's Edition Omnibus at any tier, pick a number between 1 and 60. Huh. Yeah, I wonder who that was. Hey, what's up, James? Yeah, if you see somebody doing that shit and it's not, because first off, as far as I know, Marvel and Image Comics and DC, they don't do metal covers. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive they do not do metal covers. They do regular covers, virgins, and foils. Yeah. Post it, dude. If somebody's doing that shit, post it. Because I'm telling you, as far as I know, they do not do metal covers. It's foils only. Holy shit. That doesn't shock me, man. People are being dirty this day and age. Money's made people dirty. Hey, James, everybody, help us out. If you haven't backed Psycho Sal Omnibus Collector's Edition Kickstarter, please jump over there and back it. Guys, we are so damn close to the $8,000 stretch goal and opening a new freebie for all physical backers. Like I said, this is an Omnibus Collector's Edition. It has all 9 books in one big book, 210 pages. For any of you guys who live outside the country, here is your best way to support Psycho Sal and get all of the books. You get this one giant book shipped to you for a great price. Now, obviously, you can't put your address in on Kickstarter, but if you're outside the country, go back to Kickstarter, grab one of the covers, the softback, the blood cover softback, the hardback, the blood hardback. Grab whichever one you want. We'll square away the shipping once the Kickstarter ends. Just don't put an address on the Kickstarter and grab it. You guys talk about you want to support the book. You live outside the country. Here's your best opportunity where you can get it shipped to you for a great price. So go grab it. But we want to pass the $8,000 stretch goal, guys. We damn sure can do it. I've only got about 30 or so minutes left to hang out with you guys. I'm giving big boy giveaways right now for all physical backers. We just gave away a $400 original piece of cover art. We just gave away a $200 CGC 9.8 slab. We've given away a couple of signed exclusives already. We're doing one right now. So if you have backed the Kickstarter, pick a number between 1 and 60, and we're going to do this giveaway right now. But yeah, if you haven't backed this damn Kickstarter, y'all get over there and do it. I'm going to be blunt. Too many people have benefited from my giveaways not to be back in this Kickstarter. I'm just saying. Too many promoters, too many retailers out there have benefited from my generosity of discounts for doing covers and my free promoting that I've done of their pages and their books. So go back this Kickstarter. I want to see some payback on it. But yeah, if you've already backed Psycho Sal, Omnibus Collector's Edition Kickstarter that's active right now, pick a number between 1 and 60, no matter what, pledge amount you did, as long as it's a physical backing, or bigger. Yeah, I got a lot of people that I've promoted that isn't on these Kickstarters, and I'm about to sever ties. I'm done with this. I'm scratching people's backs and they're not returning the favor. Hell, they're not even sharing the Kickstarter. So yeah, shit's about to change for 2026. I done told people. Apparently they think I'm joking. I've unfriended so many artists already this year that's benefited from my generosity and my IP that hasn't bothered to even share any of the content since the start of the year or last year. So they're gone. Like I said, I don't need them on my page. You know what I mean? I don't need anybody on my page that I'm not associating with on a personal level. I'm not here to collect numbers on a counter. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's see. I got my number. I think that's it. My number is number 4. So let's see who got closest to number 4. All right, let me look up. Make sure I haven't missed nobody. 15, 33, 21, 18. I see Shaggy at number 2. That's you, Shaggy. There you go, brother. And of course, all this stuff will ship out once the Omnibus stuff comes in from the Kickstarter and we're fulfilling orders. So there you go, Mr. Shaggy, a little $30 exclusive for you. There you go, good sir. So if anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask. And let me share my screen with you real quick. Let's look over to Kickstarter one more time, see where we're at. I'm going to show you guys the add-on section too, because you guys have been asking me, y'all been asking me since last year for a damn new Psycho Sal t-shirt. And they're on there. So jump on the add-ons section and grab it. So let's look at where we're at. We are officially at 73.64. So we're not that far from the 8K stretch goal. So let's look at, like I said, we've got great prices on here. Ed, you backed the Kickstarter, right, brother? I'm pretty sure you did. You always do. And forgive me, guys, if I keep asking you if you've done it or not. I can't remember who all has and hasn't until I go look at the list. And I try not to look at the list because I don't want to get annoyed if somebody canceled their pledge or tweaked it, lowered it, or some shit. I don't want to babysit the damn list. But yeah, you can get the and like I said, just to reiterate again, when this Kickstarter ends, this right here, the softback trade dress, will be the only version of this omnibus I will have at my table at shows and on my website. And it will be $80 a pop, not $40. Right now, you're getting $135 worth of story and a $40 softback, or a $60 blood cover, or an $80 hardback, or $100 blood hardback. So go check it out. The lovers bundle's a great price. And like I said, this book makes a great gift for people. I think the original 11 by 17 inks to my cover is still on there if somebody hasn't grabbed it yet. And it comes with a $40 copy of the softback edition. Like I said, we're not far from the 8K stretch goal at $8,000. Everybody's stuff gets signed for free. But let's look at the add-ons, because I gave you guys a lot of really cool add-ons on this. So jump over and check out the add-ons. I mean, if you missed out on Cursed Moonlight, you can get, I don't want to do that. You can get a copy of Cursed Moonlight. You can get a copy of Rise of the Mummy. You can also, I know it says Psycho Sal number 9 blank on here. Ignore that. It actually, it will have a brand new cover design, title design, and it will say Psycho Sal Omnibus Collector's Edition blank. It won't say number 9. That was a typo. I meant to correct that, and I forgot. And once somebody buys it, you can't go back and correct it. So it will have issue number 1, Psycho Sal, in it, but it will be a brand new cover blank that says Psycho Sal Omnibus Collector's Edition, and I will not have this available outside of the Kickstarter. But you can add on the Cursed Moonlight t-shirt. You can add on the Psycho Sal t-shirt with the brand new logo. And again, don't worry about this shirt being black. These shirts are badass. They breathe really well. They're comfortable. They're pre-shrunk. They're not junky ass t-shirts. They are great shirts. You can also go in there and add a baller painted remark to your Kickstarter pledge. Softback or hardback version of the book. I'll do a painted baller remark on the cover. That's a $70 value by itself. I've got it on the Kickstarter for $50 damn. So definitely go check that out. If you're missing the 1 through 9 actual physical copies of the comic, you can get issue 1 through 9 Psycho Sal bundle on there. We have a couple of advertisement spots left. If you decide you want to use one of the advertisement spots, I think, oh, never mind. Somebody's already grabbed okay, so never mind. The inside front cover full page ad is gone. Somebody already grabbed that. Oh, I'm sorry. One of the inside rear half pages. So the inside back cover has 2 half page ads. Somebody's already grabbed one. That's a great way to advertise. And it's a one-time fee, and your advertisement stays in this omnibus forever. So there's 1 half page left, and then we have the inside front cover that is a full page ad. And these are great damn prices for a permanent ad. So whether you're an artist, promoting your IPs or your artwork as an artist or creator, that's a great way to get people to see your stuff, especially if you have your own IPs. And then if you're if you're a comic shop or an online seller, that's a great way to promote. These are the people that would be coming to your store. So you're promoting to your actual buyers. So damn sure check out the ad. Like I said, that's a great way to promote, especially if you have your own IP. So, I mean, Psycho Sal is a guaranteed fan base. It has a huge fan base. So you're not only getting exposed to the current fan base by buying one of those advertisement spots, you're getting exposed to the thousands upon thousands of readers that will be buying that book over the next couple of years. Like I said, we've already sold 10,000 of issue number 1, or we're about to pass 10,000 of issue number 1, and the book and issue number 1's been out 3 years. So the omnibus is going to sell just as well because it's a collector's edition of all 9 books. Omnibus always sell well. So, make sure you take advantage of that. Grab you one of those advertising spots, again, especially if you have your own IP. that's a great way to advertise your IP. Some people won't even allow you to do that. Like some people are so damn paranoid about somebody getting their money, like they won't even allow you to advertise in their books about your IP. So take advantage of the fact that we allow it. But yeah, we're so close, man. We are not far from the 8K. So do me a favor, if you have not backed this Kickstarter, please jump over there and back it. Help us hit the $8,000 stretch goal. Like I said, you can't beat it. It's a great price. You're getting $135 worth of books in one giant size omnibus. That book is big. It's 10.5 inches tall by 7.25 inches wide, and it's 210 pages thick. So yeah. And it's one hell of a read. You know, we've got people reading Psycho Sal, like you guys heard me talk about, that are not comic fans. They do not collect comics. And after, I explained to them the book and how it's different than regular comics, and it is. They bought issue number 1 and they've been hooked ever since. And like I said, they don't read any other comics. That's the only one they're reading. We've got people that have never read comics in their life that bought Psycho Sal number 1, got hooked, has read all the books, and they're now reading other indie people's books that they've seen me do cover art for. So, like, case in point, like Andrea, my fiance, she's never bought comics. She's never read comics. And she read Psycho Sal number 1 after hearing about it and hearing some of the fans talk about it at shows. She read number 1 and she was absolutely hooked. And she's read all 9 books. She now reads Path of the Pale Rider. She reads the Don't Pay the Ferryman series, and she reads Omni Servo. She reads Duty. She reads tons of these other indie creators, that I've done cover art for, and she's supported, my artwork and then read the books. So, like I said, and she's not the only one. So, don't be afraid to give an indie book to someone as a gift, regardless of whether they collect comics or not. Like I hear that every once in a while. Oh, I would share it with so-and-so, but they don't read comics. Who gives a shit? Give them a copy of the book, whether it's just a copy of Psycho Sal number 1 or Don't Pay the Ferryman or any of these other indie books you guys see me talking about. Y'all know me damn well by now. If it wasn't a good book, I wouldn't suggest it to you. Whether I know the person or not. I think you guys know that about me at this point. If I don't think a book is a good book, I'm not going to promote it. Not promote it, I'm not going to suggest it to readers, whether I know the person or not. I expect people to produce stuff at a certain level of quality because, again, the reason we have such a hard time in the indie community with the mainstream versus the mainstream community is indie earned its black mark. It created books for decades, for a few decades, creating trash. Terrible artwork, terrible stories, terrible overall production and delivery. And so it earned its black mark. But there's a lot of us over the last, 5 or 6 years, we're trying to, re-energize that a little bit and show people that indie books can be quality, can be done correct, and putting the fans first and not nickel and diming every damn body, every damn chance you get. So, so if I tell you a book's good, definitely give it a shot, because the majority of the time, I think you're going to like it. Now, do I think you should go out there and buy and read everything that comes on the market? No, because sadly, there's still people creating indie books that are trash. I mean, hell, there's some of these books that are in the FOC that are going to comic shops that I look at the artwork and it makes me just want to beat my head against the wall. And then I read the book. And again, I can be open-minded. I understand art is subjective. Reading is subjective. I get that. But there's still, something is still good or it's not. You get what I'm saying? Like, whether it's my thing or not. Like I've read stuff that I have zero interest in. And I go, okay, that's pretty good. I wouldn't buy it, because people send me samples sometimes when they want me to do cover work for them. And a lot of times I turn down cover work because I have zero interest in the book. Now, business wise, is that necessarily a smart thing to do? Turn down paid work because you don't like the project? Probably not. And, probably 99% of the artists out there would not do that. But I'm kind of stupid like that. So anytime I do a cover for somebody, I ask them to give me a breakdown of what their story is about, what's going on, because I want to know that. So if I do a cover, I can tell you guys what I thought of it. And are there some books I've done cover art for that I go, okay, that's not that bad. I wouldn't buy it because the artwork on the inside is terrible or the writing is so-so, but it's not like the overall thing's not terrible. Like the inside artwork might be rough, like, because you can only, creating indie books is expensive, and you may not get the top line artists to do interiors or covers. So sometimes the interiors can be rough. So I can kind of sidestep that and go, okay, whoa, that interior artwork is bad or it's rough. Let's see how the story is. And then I read the story and I go, okay, I can tell this is an amateur for sure. We're all amateurs at some point. You can find tons of flaws in my artwork if you go look. I am not the best artist by any stretch of the means. There's lots of people run circles around me. But I read it and I go, okay, the writing is not that bad. The story's not that bad. I would read it. I don't know if I would buy it. I don't know if I would suggest it to people I know, but it's not that bad. So, you can always see stuff and be able to judge whether something's, if you step out of, fanboyism and you just look at it as, okay, let's look at the art, judge the art, then let's look at the writing and the storytelling. Let's look at that. And then as a whole, where does it fit in a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being, the best. And so, and I think that's the way you should look at any projects is, but like I said, there are some projects I turned down. There's some I turned down where the story just was weird and I didn't think my fans would enjoy it. And I didn't really want my name on it because I don't think it's going to do that well in general. But again, it could. That's just my opinion. Now, that doesn't happen often. A lot of times when I turn down commission work or I turn down cover work is usually because it's borderline porn. I'm not drawing it. Now, I'll do sexy. I'll do even nude if it makes sense for the cover. Like case in point, she's a burlesque dancer. Burlesque dancers are usually topless or even nude in some cases. So, we've got the regular version on Path of the Pale Rider, and then we have the naughty version. Of course, the little smile, wow faces aren't there. You see her boobs, but, that's beautiful. That's sexy. Like you can do nude covers and them be sexy and powerful and awesome. But I'm not doing borderline porn shit. I'm not drawing so-and-so bent over with what's her name between her legs or some tentacle monster with his shit inserted into this area or that area. I'm not doing it. So I've turned down a lot of commissions because that's what they are. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody or anything like that. It's just I want comics to sell because it's a beautiful cover, or it's a badass cover, or it's a great story. I don't want to play in the ballpark of did he sculpt those? Did who sculpt what? I just don't want to do those. I mean, I got 4 daughters and I hate books that crutch on porn. I can't, and don't get me wrong, and there's a reason people crutch on porn comics. They sell. You can take, I've known creators who create porn comics and they'll tell you the story is shit. That if it were not for the porn covers and the porn interiors, they books wouldn't do a damn thing because the story's shit. And they'll do $30,000, $40,000 Kickstarters because of it. So there's a reason people play that game. I even try to limit the amount of times I do topless stuff. You know, it has to make sense for the book and the character. That doesn't make me better than anybody. You know, I don't mean it that way. I don't know. It's just I like comics being comics. You know what I mean? Can some of them be a little violent? Sure. Can some of them be a little bit nudity? Sure. And there is a gray area that it can fit into. So, you know, but for the most part, I want to try to, you know, do covers that anyone can purchase. Uh, I think it's overall, I think that's better, you know, to do covers that the majority of your audience will want to buy or can, or, you know, will buy. I don't know. Like I said, that's definitely an easy avenue. I mean, you don't, nobody even has to know who the hell you are. You can create a damn, you know, porn comic and you'll do that $30,000-$40,000 on your first damn Kickstarter. Like I've seen it happen. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, it's, you know, to each their own. You know, I'm not going to bash anybody that goes and buys it. You know, I hate people crutch on that, but it is what it is. I mean, that avenue will always make money. That's why so many people do OnlyFans. That's why you have so many people on Instagram and TikTok bouncing their tits for 20 seconds because it gets the most views. You can sit here and spend hours creating artwork and you'll get a handful of views. You go over there and bounce your tits for 20 seconds and you'll have, you know, 100,000 views, if not more. You know, is what it is, man. Is what it is. Yeah, exactly. It's the easiest denominator, you know. You know, like I said, I'm not going to bash anybody that does it. I'm not going to bash anybody that buys it. Do I wish that game wasn't there? Of course. You know, I want to see people getting ahead and people doing well because they're creating something that's, you know, that's great. And it's sad how many people are addicted to porn. It's sad how many people are, you know, take the easy route and you know, and do all this for the easy money. It, you know, and like I said, it doesn't make me better than anybody or anything. I don't get it. Like, I'm not paying somebody to look at their ass. You know, I'm not paying a subscription for an OnlyFans. I'm not buying comic books to get a porn off. You get what I'm saying? Like, first off, it makes no sense to me financially because it's free all over the internet. I mean, hell, the crazy, like even the people that these people are paying these OnlyFans subscriptions to, you can still go see their subscriptions somewhere on the internet for free. You get what I'm saying? Like their videos get copied and uploaded, you know? So I just can't fathom it, you know? Once you get to that point where the ass doesn't control you, you have no need for it in that scenario. It doesn't own you. It doesn't dictate you. It doesn't, you know, make you chase this, that, or the other. And you see it all the time. I mean, look at any damn post that some half naked ass woman posts and she gets all the attention she wants. That's why she posted that. She wanted the attention. I'm sorry to break anybody's bubble. You know, you did that because that's what you wanted and she got it. And then those guys make all these dumbass, you know, comments. I'm sitting there looking at some of these comments like, oh, what's up, beautiful? Oh my God, you're so sexy. And I'm like, you should really stop drooling on people because first off, she's not giving you her phone number. Like I used to be a bouncer in a club a long time ago. So, and I think that's where all that kind of wore out for me. Like I didn't care no more because I worked a few years in a club as a bouncer. So I was around all the, you know, half naked shit. And it reminds me of that when those guys go, you know, they just spent like $200 on dances and they come out and I overhear that, oh yeah, I think she likes me. Like, no, the fuck she doesn't. She's not going home with you. She's not giving you her phone number unless you got a shitload of money. But it's the same way when I see that shit on these posts, these men just chasing, and I'm like, dude, she's not giving you nothing, you know. But and the other crazy thing is like a lot of people don't realize the women with like the OnlyFans that have those huge followings, you know, 500,000 followers, etc. when you're paying those subscriptions because you think you're getting to talk to that person in text message or whatever, and you're actually not. You're talking to some phone pit that has 100 people texting 100 different damn people on their phones, and you're talking to some dude. You're dirty talking with some dude. And if that's your thing, then knock yourself out. But that's not why they're subscribed to. They think they're talking to her. I saw an interview with this OnlyFans person on one of these podcasts, and she doesn't do it anymore. She found Jesus and she got out of it. I think she's full of shit because I think she still has her OnlyFans active. She's just not on it. She's still making the money from it. So I kind of call that a hypocrite. But anyway, she claims she's out of it, but she pulled the curtain back. She was talking about, she was like, yeah, people have to understand. I have like 250,000 subscribers. And a lot of those are the tiers that require texting and talking. And yeah, exactly. And she was like, those people aren't talking to me. They're talking to people overseas in a phone bank that's doing all the texting and shit. We pay them to do that. She's like, they're not talking to me. I have to create content. And then I have to actually have phone conversations with the people that are paying like the top tiers. She's like, I can't do that. I can't text 250,000 people every day. She was like, so yeah, the sad thing is they think they're talking to me, but they're not. They're talking to some random dude in another country in a phone pit. So I was like, I mean, I kind of figured that's what was going on, but when you have someone tell you, on a podcast, you're like, okay, yep, that checks out. Oh man. But but yeah, you guys jump over back Psycho Sal number 9. I mean, Psycho Sal Collector's Edition Omnibus. We only have 6 days left. Again, that's an oversized omnibus. It has 210 pages, the entire Psycho Sal storyline of issues 1 through 9, with a collector's edition, softback, blood cover, and hardback versions. Brand new cover art by me for that book, with beautiful colors by Dave Kemp. Damn sure go check that out, guys. I'm gonna I'm gonna go live again sometime tomorrow evening, because I don't really ever go live very often on the weekends because I'm usually out of town doing shows and appearances. So I'm gonna save the other 3 slabs, because I gave away 1 slab already. I've given away like 2 or 3 signed exclusives. I gave away an original piece of cover art. Yeah. So we talked about that a little while ago. We are talking to someone about turning Psycho Sal into a statue. So this is the first rough draft for the design. It will have a base that he'll stand on, of course. It'll be like 1/4 scale, so around 22, 24 inches tall with the base. It'll weigh somewhere around like 20, 25 pounds, something like that. So we are talking with a company or with a person about having this designed. This is the rough draft. But yeah, that one will be a little time consuming, but we're working out the details on that. Yeah, dude, I wish you could see the picture better, but yeah, it's going to be ridiculous, man. That statue is going to be badass, and we'll have it in 2 versions. One, it just looks like a statue, so the gray tones and everything like an actual statue, and then there'll be one version that's a fully colored piece. They will come numbered. They will come COA'd. They will be a low print run for that first one, that first design. So yeah, we've got it coming. We just got to, get it wrapped up. We're just trying to figure out how to do it, the most affordable way to do it, to where I can give you guys the best price on it. But Daniel, do me a favor, brother. If you haven't backed the Kickstarter, man, please jump over there and back it. We only have 6 days left. I'm going to be doing some more giveaways tomorrow. Oh, your power walk? All right, Jill. Yeah, I'm about to get off here. I've got to run some errands and I've got to grab some lunch. Go check it out. I'll go live again probably tomorrow evening. Like I said, since I don't go live very often on the weekends, we'll give away some more signed exclusives. We'll give away some more, um, uh, rare items and stuff like that. I've got a couple of $400 CGC slabs over here for you guys. We're going to give away. So make sure you go back to Kickstarter. That's the only catch to enter in the giveaways. You be a physical backer on the Kickstarter. The more you back, the bigger the prize you have a chance of winning. Like I said, we just did a giveaway a few minutes ago for everybody that backed the Kickstarter for $300 or more. They won a $200 9.8 slab collector's edition book. Only 20 of them in the world. Less than 5 of them slabbed. So yeah, go check it out, guys. I'm going to get off here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for this couple of hours. All of Psycho Sal #9 Kickstarter books are out the door except for 10 packages that I'm waiting on t-shirts for. I'll have those next week. Everything else is labeled and out the door. So you guys should be getting your packages over the next few days, towards the middle of next week. But thank you guys who have supported the book. Thank you guys who have supported my career as an artist and a professional cover artist. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Check out Path of the Pale Rider. If you haven't done that, it's only got about 5 or 6 days left too. I've got 3 covers on Path of the Pale Rider Kickstarter. Check out Omnia Servo's Kickstarter. I think that ends soon. Also, I've got 1 cover on that one. Don't forget, next weekend, I will be in San Antonio, Texas for Big Texas Terror Con. So come see me. The following weekend, I will be in Cleveland, Ohio for Fan Expo Cleveland. The 3rd weekend of March, I will be at MegaCon Orlando in Orlando, Florida. We will also have Rise of the Mummy MegaCon Orlando exclusive at that show for realistic comic books. And Nicholas and them, that's their exclusive. We'll have that at MegaCon Orlando. That is a MegaCon Orlando exclusive for Rise of the Mummy. Then the last weekend of March, I will be back in San Antonio for Mockingbird Lane Comic-Con. So there's you the rundown for the next 4 shows. Like I said, check out Psycho Sal Omnibus Collector's Edition. Show us some love. Go grab that book. It's all 9 issues in one oversized omnibus. Check out the add-ons. Grab you a copy of Rise of the Mummy or Cursed Moonlight, my other creator-owned IPs. Grab you a Psycho Sal t-shirt with the new logo. Grab you the Curse of the Moonlight t-shirt. Go check that stuff out. But help us hit that 8K. At $8,000, we unlock the next stretch goal, and every physical backer gets their books signed for free. If we can pull off the $9,000 stretch goal, every single physical backer not only gets that signature at 8K, they get the baller remark at $9,000 stretch goal. Every physical backer gets no matter whether you spent $40 or $500. Every single physical backer gets that painted baller remark, and this is an example of what one looks like. That's at 11x17. My Batman Who Laughs Fractured State print that has a Batman Who Laughs baller remark on it. Fully painted, fully rendered, and oversized. So help us get there, guys. There's no reason we can't. But anyway, you guys have a great day. Thank you for hanging out. Congrats again to the winners. Keep your eye open. I'll go live again tomorrow night. We'll do some more giveaways for you physical backers as a way of saying thank you for supporting Psycho Sal over 9 issues. Over 10,000 printed and sold of issue #1 here soon. 7 Comic-Con exclusives for #1. 5 comic shop exclusives for #1. And more to come. So thank you guys. I love you. Be good. Talk to you later. Take care, guys.